Not gonna lie guys, you're probably gonna be pissed about this one, but it's a coming of age story and it has to be on here. Craziest video part of all time. What's up guys, my name's Levi and this is Shred Shop, connecting you to skateboarding. And get this, today we are doing the 12 best skateboard video parts of all time, ranked by us, judged by us. These are the only ones. Anything you guys say can and will be used against you in the comment sections below. You guys are not right and we are. When skateboarding started, how good you were was measured by how well you did at contests. But then as it evolved into street skating, how that blew up, it was measured by who could put out the best video part. As cameras evolved, it became way easier to capture these tricks. And as each video part came out, there was a huge leap in the skill level of skateboarding, pushing each other, pushing the industry, pushing the skill level and the trick selection bigger and wilder and more creative and more technical. So here's the list of the top 12 best skateboard video parts of all time. They're in order. The best is for last. Now listen, let us know below what part should have been on here and what order you would put it in, and then we will delete your comment, drop it to the bottom because our opinion is boss. Number 12, Mike Moe in Fully Flared. He burst onto the scene in P-Rod's Forecast video. A big part of that was because he was a little kid, but he skated with full-grown man style. So none of this grom bending over and doing any of that kind of stuff. He had such good style. Starting off the video, I don't know if you remember that intro, he had the switch flip that was heard around the world. If you watch mid-trick, the stairs explode, literally, and then as he lands, he had rubble and debris blowing past him. The explosion was so loud, he thought he was deaf, and he actually thought he was on fire, so he skated away extremely fast. That video was one that defined a generation, and his part in that video was by far his best video part, but it made it on this list because it changed what was expected of pros at that time. Number 11, Jerry Sue, Bag of Suck. He's put out amazing video parts with all the brands he's been with. Maple, Chocolate, Osiris, America, and of course, Enjoy. It was honestly the perfect recipe for a video part. The music, the trick selection, the style, the B-roll and personality in there, and of course, his insane ender. Next up, number 10, Frankie Hill and Propaganda by Pal Peralta.
Hi, my name's Frankie Hill, and I like to throw down the big, fat, ollie 1 foot.
Frankie Hill was a trailblazer when it came to the gnarly side of skateboarding. He was pushing it with gap sizes, rail sizes. Honestly, he was one of the first pros to take gnarly skateboarding to the extreme. While everyone else was staying close to the ground or even doing smaller stair sets, he was blowing it up, going crazy. He was honestly a step above everyone in the late 80s and the early 90s. Number 9, Ardo Sorry in Flip Sorry. Honestly, any of his video parts could have been nominated for this list, but this is the one that stands out. He had parts for S, Alien Workshop, even others for Flip, but this one is by far the best. He's honestly the perfect blend of style and gnar. He goes huge with it, but he does it with ease and with this relaxed style that you don't see on anyone else. He's not flailing, he's not rolling down the windows. Yes, he might get knocked out every once in a while, but he still looks amazing doing what he does. If you skated in the early 2000s, chances are that when Ardo Sorry fakey flips Macba, the second he lands and David Bowie kicks in, as soon as that music kicks in, you get nostalgic. Number 8, Antoine Dixon in Baker 3. Antoine Dixon burst onto the scene relatively unknown. This part that he put out was honestly insane. You guys know, you've seen Nollie Heel, whatever, he does all this stuff, but the main thing that people notice and the reason why he's on this list is his style. His arms never come above his waist. People used to talk about Mark Appleyard that way. Antoine Dixon tripled that. He fell asleep while jumping down handrails and while jumping down stairs, and that's why we love this part. He made it look easy in the part, and maybe it kind of was for him because most video parts take a couple years to film. They travel around the world, you get hurt a little bit, you do your tricks, whatever. This video part he filmed in under 3 months. Imagine if he had 2 years. And like the Ardo Sorry part, where the second he lands and David Bowie plays, as soon as Antoine Dixon lands his tray flip, Biggie comes on, and it gets the people going.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It
gets the people going.
Number 7, Pat Duffy in Plan B Questionable. Plan B videos had always been known for taking skateboarding and trick selection and honestly hammers to the absolute next level. It progressed skateboarding so fast, so exponentially. In this video part, Pat Duffy exceeded that expectation. He took skateboarding handrails way gnarlier. People were skating 8-stair handrails. This is the early 90s, 1992. He leveled up one of his enders. He 50'd a massive double kink rail. He also backflipped a rail in the rain. The guy was crazy. Imagine that. That is literally 30 years ago. To put it into comparison, most skaters were just skating curbs and mini little ledges at that time. Now on to number 6, PJ Ladd in PJ Ladd's Wonderful Horrible Life. When this video came out, PJ Ladd was relatively unknown, but the video exploded and the video became one of the top selling skateboard videos at that time. When the video came out, he didn't really even have any sponsors. He was Flo and a shop rider, but then he blew up because clearly he's an insane skateboarder. He literally became a skateboard legend just from one video part overnight. And on to number 5, Andrew Reynolds in America's Stay Gold. Andrew Reynolds is like Artosari in that you could literally put any of his video parts he's ever put out on this list, but this happens to be the best one. He's put out more top tier video parts than any other pro probably. He had 3 or more parts with America. He had 4 or more parts with Baker. He had multiple parts with Shake Gen. He even had a crazy part back when he was on Birdhouse. He clearly has a crazy career of amazing video parts, and it's factual that Stay Gold is the best of all these parts. And that's why it's number 5 on this list. And on to the next one, number 4, Dylan Reeder's Gravis part called Dylan. Not only did this video part change the way video parts were made, with it being released online and its kind of short film style editing, it honestly gave the perfect pairing of style, personality, and insane trick selection. It showcased what he could do. The story behind this part is that he had a part previous to this on Alien Workshop that he was extremely unhappy with, so much so that he left the premiere, grabbed a filmer, and started filming the Dylan Gravis part and made sure that it blew the other one out of the water. This is where we see the shift from Dylan go from little kid to insane adult skating in his slippers, impossibling over your mother's head. He was honestly crazy, and this showed it. And now we're onto the podium, the top 3. Number 3, Eric Coston and Girl Yeah Right. Eric Coston, like many others on this list, could have had a bunch of his parts on this list, but this is the one that stood out head and shoulders above the rest. His trick selection, how technical things were, honestly, he stood above any other skater in the scene at that time. And he starts a video part with the fight because someone stole his wallet, and he goes a little crazy, shows a crazy side of Coston, straight into him, absolutely melting your brain. And his ender, tray flip nose blunt on a handrail, felt like it was from the future, from another time. Next up on the podium, number 2, and you guys are gonna hate us for this, Nuri Houston's Element Rise and Shine part. This part is more than just a video part. It's a coming of age story. At the beginning, he's slam dunking his bean sack on rails nonstop, and at the very end, he's graduated to kickback lipping Hollywood High. We even see a transition in the way he looks throughout this video part. He starts with dreads and he ends with short hair. And it was his re-adding or his re-debut to Element skateboards from his own personal company, I&I Skateboards, which absolutely crapped the bed, and we all could have seen it happen. But this video part was so crazy. He went from doing technical tricks on small stuff to technical crazy tricks on absolutely massive stuff, and he was putting to shame everyone else. Do you remember his ender? It wasn't just kickback lip. It was back 270 lip down Hollywood High 16, runs back up, kickback lip right after first try. And number 1, the best video part of all time is Mark Gonzalez in Blind Video Days.
We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams.
Blind Video Days on its own, when we look at it, it changed skateboarding forever. It progressed things, it defined a generation, it made up what videos were supposed to look like, but it also pushed people to realize, oh my gosh, I can do a ton of different tricks. The thing is, before that, it was vert, it was all that stuff, it was pool skating. Street skateboarding was taking shape, and this was building the structure of the foundation and showing what it could be. In Mark's part, he stepped it up like no one else has. Double kink handrails, huge other rails. He even indies Wallenberg, the very first person to skate Wallenberg. He did caveman dark slide on a handrail. He had vert tricks in there. This video came out in 1991, literally 31 years ago. This was the first guy to ever hit a handrail ever. Rodney Mullen did the ollie, and Nodis and Mark took it to the next level. The Gonz is a G, and this video part shows us all of that 31 years ago. This also was the establishing that contests were out and video parts were how you lay out your legacy. Guys, I'm Levi, this is Shred Shop connecting you to skateboarding, and you just watched the 12 best video parts of all time. You heard it here. Let us know below what video part should have been on here. Tell us what you think about our selection. And if you guys think you could do better, start your own YouTube page, spend 5 years growing it, and then maybe we'll watch your videos about your best video parts. JK, we actually love you guys all. Support your local skate shop, stay out of the malls. The best way to support us is like, subscribe, and comment. Stay tuned for comment of the week. Oh, we got a spicy one. It's from our longtime friend of the show, Kevin Hawthorne from Florida. Here's one. After we dropped the banned skateboards video, he commented, "Great video. Listen, Kevin, you are the man. We're thankful for you, thankful for your support, and everyone on here who's watching this, make sure you guys check out his YouTube video in the link below. He's greeting people at the bus station, becoming best friends. These are the type of people they want to be homies with over life. Hope to meet you soon, Kevin. Peace."